when he does get leaned back, making the whistle isn't very easy for him. But when he gets out over the front end of these bulls, that's when he conquers the best bulls in the business. He's rode Scene of the Crash. He's rode all the great ones. This is a little bull that bucked him off in Oklahoma City, and he did it relatively quick. Right here in the gate, he's going to have some backup, so he's got to stick that chest out and go at him.
This is the bull that bucked him off in Oklahoma City when he won 8 straight buck-offs for Trainwreck. If you're a bull fan, you know this is the bull that wreaked havoc on J.B. Mooney multiple times. Dub, he started to drift back, and then he got into that bad position, didn't he?
Right there for well, I'm going to tell you, when he comes around right there, it's not as bad a shape as you'd think. The bull's going into his hand. You can actually have a little you can get away with them leaning back a little bit when they're in your hand like this. But on this caliber of a bull, he just gets too far back. And when you get that far back, you see all the pressure, and it just pops his hand out of his rope. Had his hand stayed in that bull rope, Sean could have made the whistle.
2 quick buck-offs here in the 15-15 bucking battle in Kansas City. The Cowboys will have to regroup. A lot more to come on CBS.
This CBS Sports Spectacular, the PBR 15-15 bucking battle, is sponsored by the 2013 Ford F-150 with EcoBoost. Follow the Clash of the Cowboys to see how to win one. Super 8, free breakfast and free internet access. Super 8, destination super. And by the off-road rated Kawasaki Terror.
This is what this show is all about. You can tweet your questions into twitter.com/PBR, #PurePBR. Today it's, am I imagining things, or does it seem like the Brazilian riders set the rope with their hands off to the side? It looks like the American riders have their hands centered. Dub, explain this for us.
Well, they're not imagining things, Craig, and what I want to show you is you have to kind of, on this barrel body bucky, you got to imagine the backbones right down the center. With an American-style bull rope, being right-handed, I'm going to use both these right-handed. Me being the right-handed with the hand in the rope, this bull rope, every time the bull bucks, is want to shift down this side of the bull because it pulls on this side. So the Americans have to overcompensate by putting their pinky, or maybe even some riders, the great Jerome Davis would use even the middle finger, right on top of that bull's backbone to overcompensate for it. With the Brazilian-style rope, it pulls on the opposite side. So what the Brazilians have to do is overcompensate, because every time this bull bucks, this rope's wanting to shift this direction. So they move their hand off down the side. So every time that bull bucks, it pushes them up in the middle. Justin, how do you feel about it?
Well, it's 2 totally different styles, J-Dub. I don't know, man, but I love this matchup right here. Cody Nance on Stanley Fat Max. Jordan Huff, the only guy I've ever seen ride this bull, sitting here giving him pointers, so that's got to help out.
This bull's bucked off Cody Nance 2 times, one of them this year in New York. That was a crazy start, Mac. Fat Max just wanted to go off to the races. Credit Nance for hanging on as long as he did.
Well, yeah, Craig, and you know, J-Dub was just talking about that was an American-style rope there in the middle. Didn't work out for him. Now we're going to get to go over to Guilherme Marchi and take a look at a Brazilian style.
Marchi's got a rematch as well. Marchi was the last to ride the bull that's underneath him, Southpaw. And Southpaw, J-Dub, has got the whole package, doesn't he? Speed, power, and agility.
Yeah, this is an outstanding bull. I was actually out at the pens this morning feeding bulls, and I talked to Gene Owens about this bull. He's a son of the great lefty. Been to the PBR finals a number of times, and he bucks a lot like his daddy. His daddy had to be on the right-hand delivery, and this bull's got to be on the left-hand delivery, but they do the same thing, just opposite. This bull's going to jump out there, kind of move forward with a lot of forward motion, just like his daddy. It's so cool to watch him. And then he's going to go to the right. That's right into Guilherme's wheelhouse, and that's where he wants him to be.
Hey, Shorty, weigh in on this one, excuse me, because I've read that this bull could challenge Bushwhacker and Asteroid by the end of the year if he continues to perform as well as he has.
Well, and I wouldn't argue with that, Craig. This is the bull that like JW said, he's got a lot of forward movement out here and then around to the right, but when he does come to the right, He really folds up, makes that tight turn. He's got a lot of whip, a lot of speed, and that forward movement gets the guy kind of wants him back, and then when they come and turn back that hard and that fast, he kind of pushes back underneath himself, really tries to kiss his tail there, and that's how he folds around himself. So he's got a lot of speed, power, and this is a great bull. I was very, very impressed with this bull the times I've seen him, but especially the last trip I saw this bull have, I was really, really impressed with him, Greg.
J-Dub, we're seeing a great illustration of Marchie's hand off to the right-hand side and the meticulous nature he's using to do his wrap.
Well, it's funny, Guillermo Marchi is actually, he gets claustrophobic. A lot of people get claustrophobic in elevators and tight spots. He gets claustrophobic with his hand being taped in a glove, and I don't understand it, but that's his story, and he gets nervous, gets cold sweats when he puts that tape on tight, so he wants to get out of here pretty quick.
He's wired, so let's listen in for a bit.
You push him on the shoulder. Push your left shoulder.
Marchi, the first to convert in Kansas City. And the guys, the bull helped him out a little bit, didn't he? He started to go left, but then he went into his typical pattern to the right.
Yeah, but we got to hear Shorty call that right there. A really smart bull. He didn't have his A game right out of there after that little slip, but then he picked it up and changed directions.
Justin, you've been on his daddy. You know how his daddy bucked and moved forward and turned back one way and then go back the other. He's done it to you. He's done it to a lot of guys. That was a pretty resemblance there, huh?
Yeah, it looked a lot like his dad there, and you know, that was a bull I had a lot of trouble with. And Guillermo, they're looking at the time here, seeing if maybe he made it or not. Man, that was close right there.
Tight goes the runner, doesn't it?
That bull looked like, you know, coming around to the right, looked like he was moving ahead, looked like he had pretty good control. When he went back to the left, what were you thinking? You thinking he did it?
He bad start with me. He kind of fall a little bit. He almost beat me in the corner, but he moved forward. He looked strong. I make a mistake. I'm happy.
Good job.
Oh boy, they're still looking at it, guys, and we're just being told it's no score because of a slap. The freehand touches. I don't think